So today we are going to talk about a very interesting theme, success in efforts. Our whole Brahma life is the life of efforts. And we are making efforts to attain the highest reward. The reward which can, which is unimaginable by any person in this world. No one can ever imagine to become the master of the heavenly world. So we are making efforts at the confluence age to attain that highest reward. However, as it is said, that as the effort, so the reward. No effort, no reward. When we say success in effort, it also means actually the effort, the real effort in the sense of effort. And if there is failure in effort, that means no reward. So my question is it possible that I make effort but it is not successful? If I have really made the effort, it must bring some result, right? However, if this topic has come up, and this topic has come up on the basis of yesterday's Murli, that Baba said in one of the points, if it is like this, then there will be success in efforts and success in service. Right? So it means there are definitely certain situations, and probably every Brahman passes through those situations sooner or later, or more often or less often, when the efforts are made, but there is no success in that. Right? So if we take the example of sowing a seed as making the effort, if I have sown the seed, but nothing comes out, no sapling, no plant, no fruit, no leaves, nothing comes out, what does it mean? I made the effort, I sow the seed, but nothing is coming out. Months have passed, years have passed, nothing is visible. Probably it means that I didn't use the right method. Either the seed was not of the good quality, it was a dead seed, or the land was barren, it was not a fertile land, or I did not water the seed properly, or there was something, I did not take care of the seed, maybe some insects ate it up, something happened, I didn't take care of the seed properly so that it will come into the form of a fruit, right? This is why, though I made the effort, but my effort did not bring me any success. And when there was no success, I was not happy. The same happens with us. When there is no result, when our efforts don't show any result, we must understand that something is wrong in our method. We are not making the right effort. I want to buy milk, but instead of going to a milk shop, I go to a cloth shop and I ask milk there. I won't get it because they don't sell milk, they give only clothes. And if I want milk, I have to go to a milk shop, to a proper place. So if I am making the right effort in the right direction, it must bring some good result. So therefore, instead of becoming disheartened, seeing the failures in efforts, what should I think about? I should think about, probably I was somewhere wrong. I need to either ask my elders, my seniors, need to consult somebody, what should be the right method to make this or that effort. So this is one aspect, but now what I want to say is that the word effort is the translation of the Hindi word called Purusharth. All of you should note it down, Purusharth. This word Purusharth is very beautiful. It is made of two words, Purush and Earth. The word effort does not give that right meaning actually. The word Purusharth gives a very right meaning. Purush and Earth. Purush is for the soul. The word Purush means soul. And Earth means for. So Purusharth means for the soul, or for the sake of the soul, or for the benefit, or for the progress of the soul. Is it clear? So any thought created or any action done for the sake of the soul, for the benefit of the soul, for the progress of the soul, that will be called effort, Purusharth. That is, there has to be clear awareness when I am making the spiritual effort that I am doing it for the soul, for myself, for my own benefit. I am not obliging anybody. And if action is done but without this awareness, maybe the same action. For example, I come in the class every day in the morning. It is an effort. I made effort, I got up early in the morning, I got ready, I took a transport or came walking or whatever. I came in the class. However, I was sitting in the class, but nothing was entering my intellect. I didn't enjoy the Murli. Or after I went out of the class and I tried to think about what did Baba say in the Murli today? Nothing. I can't recall anything. Baba gave some yuktis for my progress. I don't use those yuktis during the day because I don't remember them. So though I made the effort, I came and sat in the class for an hour or two, but it all went futile. No result. The effort that is Purusharth should bring progress. It should bring newness. It should bring some more joy in me. When you progress, you are more happy. So I made the effort, but no result. So I should understand something is wrong here. When I started from my room or from my home to come to Baba's center or here in the hall, did I have this clear thought in my mind, why I am going today? What do I want to receive from Baba for myself, for the progress of the soul? Was I fully attentive? If not, from where will be the result? They can't be. I can't progress. I will remain year after year at the same level. No matter I am 10 years in Gyan or 15 years or 5 years, but I don't grow. So if I am making the right effort I will grow. So what I was telling is, if an action, the same action is done, all are coming to the class, all are doing the same action, but some are enjoying, on some faces you can see that charm, that cheerfulness, that power. On others it is not. Same action. Because some are making the effort, real effort, and some are making so-called effort. So-called. But not the real effort. So is it clear? So therefore, what is Baba telling us now is, what effort or what purusharth, what actions you should do now at this confluence age, so that it would be called the real effort, purusharth. That is when the soul will grow, when the soul will progress. Because Baba is ever almighty, Baba is ever pure, Baba is ever wisest of the wise, Baba is ever ocean of virtues, constantly full. So only Baba can tell us actually what should be the true actions done for the sake of the soul. During bhakti, we made lot of efforts, but none of them was for the sake of the soul. Because bhakti was taught to us by people who were themselves not in soul consciousness. Therefore, that effort done in bhakti did not enable us to grow. We went on falling. Only Baba, who is eternally in soul consciousness, only Baba tells us what effort to make or what actions to do and how to do, so that would be really called effort. Purusharth, I again and again speak this word, that the action that would really lead to the progress of the soul. So Baba has told us to do those actions in 4 directions. We all know that. What are those 4 directions? Number 1, Baba says, listen and experience. Not just listen. Listen and experience the spiritual knowledge given by me. Underlined word is given by me. Not from the books. Listen and experience spiritual knowledge given by me. This is first action in one direction. Second is, Baba says, have yoga with me. Have yoga with me. That is, have the connection or the link of your mind and intellect with me. The only way to progress, because all the souls are in the descending phase. And yes, Brahman souls are in the ascending phase. They are ascending, but not yet reached their perfect stage. If I have yoga with the souls who are on the descending stage, I go down. And if I have yoga with the souls who are in the ascending phase, I will probably ascend only that much as much they have. There is no guarantee of reaching the stage of perfection. So therefore, Baba says, have yoga with me, only with me. Be in love only with me. Only with me. Have love for all, but be in love only with me. Have link of your mind and intellect only with me. So this is the action in second direction, second kind of effort. And the third is, let your manners, behaviors, your vision, drishti, your attitude, vritti, your actions, kriti, all be royal and elevated. Your behavior, your manners, your drishti, vritti and kriti, that is your vision, attitude and actions, all be royal, elevated and godly. Underline the word godly, because you are the children of God. You are my children. Children of God cannot have any other kind of manners and behavior except godly. As Baba said today, ask yourself, does it happen that because of little thing I get angry? Does it happen? Happen? Can we call it godly action? Does it happen that because of little reason I defame somebody? I criticize someone? This is not godly. This is not royal. Baba never defames anyone. Baba does not get angry. Yeah? This is not godly. So the third kind of effort, that my manners, my behavior, my drishti. How is Baba's drishti? How does Baba look at me? We all will be meeting Baba on 25th, yeah? How does Baba look at us? Such an elevated vision. This is godly, right? So, is my vision like that? When I look at each other, do I make this effort to see that person with that same elevated vision as Baba has on me and on that person? My vritti, my attitude, how is it? Always elevated? Or sometimes not of that quality? So this is an effort. The whole day I need to see myself in every action, at every moment. This is called effort. This is called purusharth, that I am concerned about my progress. You know? Because success is based on sincerity. Sincerity in efforts. Like a student, if he is sincere in his studies, it is impossible that he won't get success. A businessman, if he is sincere towards his business, impossible that he can't have a successful business. Sincerity. And sincerity means there is a concern the whole day and night. Even in the dreams, the child sees his study. Even in the dreams, I should see either of this. Either I am sitting in the class and studying, or I am with Baba, or I am behaving in a very royal way with others. This should be my dream. This is called sincerity and concern for my progress. And the fourth direction is that Baba says, become Khudai Khidmat Gar. I want to use Baba's words. Khudai means godly. Khuda means God. Khudai is godly. And Khidmat means service. Khidmat Gar means server. Khudai Khidmat Gar, godly server. Engage your mind and intellect in godly service. I'm not using the word spiritual service. I'm using the word godly service. Baba always uses the word godly service. Whether it is the service to the souls, whether it is service to the elements of nature, whether it is service to the yajna, or it is service to BK souls, Brahmas. Service to general souls in the world and service to Brahmans, they are two different types. Any kind of these services, it is godly service. Baba says, remain engaged in godly service. Become Khudai Khidmatgar, or a godly server. So, actions done in these four directions are called effort. Okay? So now we come to the point that how to attain that success in effort. What should be done? I talked about that sincerity leads to success. But why sometimes we are not so sincere? We know many things. Many things. I can't say everything because we are still learning. We know many things, but why we are not sincere? Sometimes I feel that there is a sort of a misunderstanding after a few years of Gyan that I know everything. This misunderstanding becomes so deep in the soul, thinking that I know everything. I understand everything. And the moment this thought goes in the soul, penetrates in the soul, that moment the process of learning stops. And if the process of learning stops, means the growth stops. One of this reason. Another reason is overconfidence. Overconfidence. Some are not making good efforts because they are lacking in confidence, lack in self-confidence. This is also the reason. It is like, that worm which enters, eats the soul inside, doubts in the self. I can't probably reach such a good stage. I can never be a yogi. We had one brother who initially stopped coming during yoga time before the Murli, and ultimately, finally stopped coming. Why he stopped coming during yoga? He used to say, there is no use of my coming. I come and I go to sleep. No yoga at all. And when I find that I was sleeping during yoga, I feel so bad. My conscience bites me. I don't feel comfortable. So why to come? It is unnecessary to come at that time. Better I will come later. And he started coming in the Murli. And then he started sleeping during the Murli. And gradually left Baba's hand. So, instead of correcting the self where something is wrong, why do I go to sleep during yoga? Why do I sleep during Murli? Instead of finding the solution, the person caught at that point, got stuck up at that point, that no use. Anyway, I am sleeping. Why to get up at Amrit Vela? So this developed doubts in him, in his own self. He lost self-confidence. And ultimately, he lost self-confidence to such an extent that left Baba's hand. Yeah? So, and one reason is this, but another reason is overconfidence. Thinking that everything with me, because I am quite experienced now, everything will go with me, by its own self. I need not make any special effort, I need not pay attention, everything will go automatically, as if it has become quite natural. It is absolutely wrong. Till I am a Brahman in this body, I need to make effort till the last moment of my life. And that too, I have to make that effort in all the 4 directions. We have to underline this. We should never, never, never become lazy or careless. Lazy or careless. When a person is overconfident, then he becomes careless. And sometimes this overconfidence stage comes when a person begins to compare the self with others. I am better than that person. And Baba says, like Dadi Janki says, that when she came late in Gyan as compared to some other sisters, in the Yajna she came 1.5 years later. She was very worried. What to do? I will be left behind. How will I reach my final stage? All of them have come earlier than me. What will happen to me? And so she went to Baba, Baba, what should I do so that to, gallop? And Baba said to her, see Father, follow Father. It was the formula. See Father, follow Father. Don't see anyone. Don't follow anyone. See Father, follow Father. Dadi Janki says, this is the formula which I have been using since more than 70 years. And we all know, where is Dadi today? Yeah? And so therefore sometimes we begin to make no effort. We stop making effort when we see others. We stop making efforts. We are Brahmins, yes, of course we don't go and turn back to our Shudra life. We do not adopt an impure way of life. We don't eat, other kind of food, etc., etc. We are Brahmins, but we stop making efforts because we begin to see others. And especially if we begin to see the teachers, the instrument teachers. And if it happens, because Maya can come to anyone, and if we find that our instrument teachers are not very powerful, or they have some shortcomings or weaknesses, or they are not progressing well, they are not highly spiritual and so on, it is such a big block or obstacle in our way which does not allow us to make any effort. This is why Baba says, don't see anyone and don't follow anyone. See Father and follow Father. That's all. So therefore, what should be done so that there will be sincerity in my efforts? So there are 3 steps. First is realization. The realization of importance of making effort. Without realization, there is no transformation. So I need to realize how important it is for me to make this or that effort. Like for example, the effort in the first direction of knowledge. Baba says, listen and experience knowledge. So I say to myself, I must listen to the knowledge given by the wisest on wise, the wisest of wise. I want to listen that knowledge. Understanding of the importance should change into desire. I should listen, I understand. But then I should listen should change into I want to listen. I should listen because I want to become wise. Yes? We want to become wiser? Do we want to become wise? Yes? We want to become wiser? We want to become. Because without wisdom, we can't be happy. The true happiness can't come without wisdom. So I should listen to the knowledge and experience knowledge, because the knowledge becomes wisdom when I experience it. I want to become wise. And therefore I say to myself, I want to listen. I want to experience Baba's knowledge because I want to become wiser. Number 2, I want to be in yoga with Baba because I want to become pure. Absolutely pure. As pure as diamond. And I again understand, without purity, no peace and happiness. And purity, we all know, is not just celibacy. Getting angry, is it purity? It is not purity. Harming somebody, is it purity? Of course not. Not having good manners to talk with each other, is it purity? No, of course not. It is not purity. So how will I become as pure as Baba when I have yoga with Baba? I want to be in yoga with that purifier, the ever pure one. I want. This is my will. Not I am asked to sit at Amrit Vela. I want it. It should become a desire, deep desire. 3rd, I want to inculcate virtues. I want to inculcate virtues because I want to become completely virtuous. The image, embodiment of all virtues. This is my aim. I want to become a deity, and deity are completely virtuous. I want to become. This is my aim. How will I reach my aim without making this effort? So sometimes it so happens is, we take the things very leisurely, very lightly. Not serious. Not serious about our study. It has become like Baba today said, in bhakti they keep fast, they observe some principles. We also observe some principles as in bhakti. Not serious as a student is serious about his studies. Not so serious. Subject of virtues, it is a subject of study. I will get marks on this. And the 4th is, I want to serve. I want to be a godly server. Why? Because I want to be loved by all. Yes? Who will say, I don't want to be loved? We all want to be loved. And that too loved by all. Not by 1, 2, 3 people, but by all. So therefore I need to serve all. And therefore I want to serve all. So if I understand the importance of effort, I realize it, then I begin to make effort. So this is the first step towards sincerity, realization. And so what should you do today is, for this, ask yourself this question: do I want to become wiser? Is this my real desire? Do really I want to become pure? Emerge in yourself that image, wise, pure, completely virtuous, the image loved by all. Do I truly want that I should be loved by all? Do I want? Ask yourself this question when you will sit today in isolation somewhere, or after the class is over. Deeply ask every question. This is called effort. Talking to yourself. And if I truly want, then I must do this or that. So this is the first step, realization. The second step is concentration. So once I have realized the importance of these efforts in these directions, I begin to train my mind and intellect. I begin to train my mind and intellect to be focused on a given task at a given time. If I am studying in the school, I have different subjects, English, mathematics, history, science, and this and that. If I am studying English, I train my mind to be focused on English and not think of mathematics. If I am studying mathematics, let my mind not think of science. Mathematics means mathematics. So concentration means I train my mind and intellect to be focused on a particular effort at a given point of time. For example, I have come in the class to study, to listen to the Murli, or to listen to the class, to experience. And at that time, some service, some responsibility, some task pulls my intellect. Though I have to do it after 2 hours, but even then, I am studying and my mind is going towards that service. I have to do this. I have to do that. So, though I am not thinking useless things, I am thinking of service, I am thinking of responsibility, I am thinking of a task given to me by my seniors, but I am not thinking it at the right time. This also is called the effort made not with the right method. I am sitting in the class, so neither I am doing that action, that service, nor I am studying. Neither this nor that. So I should train my mind and intellect to be focused. If I am studying, means I am studying. If I am sitting in yoga, practicing yoga, I am in yoga. That means I have to keep a constant check on myself, on my mind and intellect. Very alert. This is why Baba says don't close your eyes. Because when you close your eyes, your attention, this guard called attention, also goes to sleep. The moment your eyes close, your attention finishes. And if no attention, your mind begins to go in some other direction. Yes? Agreed? This is why Baba says, keep your eyes open. And what to do if the eyes themselves close? You don't want to close, but they themselves close. Huh? Baba says, prepare yourself. Prepare yourself before you come to the class. Prepare yourself physically. Prepare yourself mentally. Prepare yourself emotionally. Physically, maybe you need to do some exercise. Maybe you need to take something hot. Maybe you need to go for some walk in the fresh air. Think of it. Whether it is Amrit Vela or the morning class or the afternoon class or whatever, am I ready physically to listen? My eyes will remain open for that 2 hours. My intellect will remain focused. I prepared myself mentally. I am going to, because Baba gives us so many things. My mind should remain open to absorb everything. Baba today again and again asked, do you have so much of strength in your intellect to grasp everything what Baba gives? My intellect has to be this vessel of intellect so big so that everything can go there. If it is so small, it comes out. I have to prepare. I have to prepare myself emotionally also. Emotionally too, that, oh, what I am going to get today. You know, in the morning, the topics are given for the class. I will suggest you that before you come to the class, now for example, in the evening you will come to the class of Brother Cain, think about yourself, how to become spiritually powerful. Can't you think about it? You can. Think in advance. Maybe 1, 2, 3 points will come in your intellect. It is good. And probably the same points will be spoken by the teacher who will be giving the class. You will be very happy that your intellect is working in the right direction. In advance, prepare yourself. Emotionally, intellectually also. Then you will see that your power of concentration is such that no matter what, it does not get distracted. Without this, no effort. No effort. In the same way, for example, I have been given some task of service, and at the same time, somewhere, some cultural program is going on, or there is some other kind of provocation or temptation. Whether my intellect is pulled towards that task, that cultural item, cultural program, or I am focused in service. So this why what I want to say is that we need to train our mind and intellect for knowledge, for yoga, for service, and for dharana. What does that mean? I should not allow someone's bad behavior, someone's weakness, or someone's defect to influence my stage. Not even for a minute. If it allows, that means I accept or I take pain. I take sorrow. I begin to fluctuate. Again, I am not focused on my dharana. And I lose my powers in this process when I allow someone's behavior to affect my stage. Baba says, every soul is its own enemy, every soul is its own friend. If someone is behaving badly, let me have good wishes even for that soul. This is the test actually for me. Yesterday Baba said about it, I will come to this point. It is very easy to say, but it requires a lot of practice to have good wishes for a soul who behaves badly with you, who insults you, defames you. Yeah? This is called effort actually. If somebody praises me and I have good wishes for that person, it is no effort. Having good wishes for a person who behaves badly, that is an effort. Right? So therefore the second step is concentration. Training my mind and intellect to be focused there where I want. And then the third step is determination. Determination. Baba has told us determination is the key to success. That means determined effort. And for that, I will now tell you certain yuktis, how to do it, how to make that effort with determination. You know, human's nature is to, to love variety. Human beings love variety. Not the same thing all the time. But at the same time, there is a need to do the same thing for a period of time to make it a habit. Yeah? So we need to develop certain such yuktis for making efforts where there is both variety, at the same time some kind of a constancy. So I'll tell you 3 different yuktis. The first is that out of 24 hours, if we reduce 6 hours of sleep, it comes out to be 18 hours. Yeah? So if we divide these 18 hours into 6 periods, 6 parts, 3 hours each, then what can we do? During these 3 hours each duration, we can practice 6 points. This will bring variety, and this will also bring kind of a constancy during that 3 hours. Number 1 is, during the first 3 hours, for example, I practice, who am I? Only this, who am I? To this question, there is not just one answer, I am a soul, right? Which kind of a soul? Like with hundreds of answers. But who am I focuses on this only. I am practicing that, and if I say I am a special soul, for example, I am a special soul just because I say I am a special soul. No, I am a special soul if I do every ordinary action in a special way. I am a lighthouse. Soul, lighthouse. Who is a lighthouse? In whose one eye there is mukti and another eye is jivan mukti. Then I am a lighthouse. I am in this stage. I am looking mukti and jivan mukti. I say I am a fragrant flower of Baba's garden. So I should emit out that fragrance of virtues. Whatever I want to practice during these 3 hours, but I give myself only this thought, who am I? It can be constantly one thought, it can be different thoughts, it depends upon me. Second is, to whom I belong. Second 3 hours, to whom I belong. The same way, to whom I belong, Baba. But who is Baba? The bestower of salvation. Who is Baba? The master of the world. Who is Baba? The purifier. Who is Baba? The light, the eternal light. Who is Baba? The remover of sorrow, bestower of happiness, and so on. Third, from where am I? From where am I? Fourth, and where am I now? Where am I now? That is, I come at the confluence age. What is confluence age? I am facing golden age and back at the iron. Yeah? We are moving from the brothel to temple of Shiva, from Vaishyalaya to Shivalaya, from hell to heaven. So this fourth is, where am I now? Fifth, what is my aim, or why am I? What is my aim? Means this intoxication of becoming a deity. Why am I? And the sixth is, what are the qualifications required to reach that aim? So this can be training our mind and intellect with determination to be focused at one point, but at the same time giving variety to our mind and intellect, variety of food. So we can make, for example, on these 6 points efforts for whole 1 week. Second week, we can have efforts on these 3 points. Baba, yesterday, I hope you heard yesterday's Murli. It was on Tyag, Tapasya and Seva. Renunciation, Tapasya and service. So now I make up my mind to make efforts in these 3 directions. This I can do like this. For first hour, Tyag, second hour Tapasya, third hour Seva. Again, Tyag, Tapasya, Seva, Tyag, Tapasya, Seva. So again for 18 hours, for first 3 hours, for each 1 hour Tyag, Tapasya and Seva. Then again Tyag, Tapasya, Seva. So what is Tyag? Renunciation. Baba said that there should not be old thoughts, the old pattern of thoughts and old sanskars visible. So how do I practice? That during this hour, I will allow only Brahman sanskars, BK sanskars to come into action. Only during this 1 hour. What are Brahman sanskars? I know. Brahmins study and teach. Brahmins organize yajna. Brahmins make sacrifice, offerings in the yajna. सुनो भैया बहुत गर्मी हो गई, थोड़ा सा ऑन कर दे इसको. Brahmins make sacrifice in the yajna. Brahmins offer bhog. So I will use, whatever they do, they offer every thought to God. So during this hour, I will use only Brahman sanskars. And I don't say I won't use old sanskars. I say I will use only Brahman sanskars. Then tapasya. Tapasya means, as Baba said yesterday, that in my smriti, in my awareness and in my drishti, my vision, in my smriti, in my drishti, there is only soul. This is tapasya. This is tapasya. And with this tapasya, I have to destroy the tamoguni. You know? Tamoguni, you know? Tamoguni, Kalyugi. Kalyugi nature, Kalyugi sanskar in me and in other souls. So I practice this. During this hour, I have to be aware, who am I and who is other. This is called tapasya. And third is service, seva. During the third hour, I say to myself, no matter which soul comes in front of me, I have to be a bestower and benefactor. No soul should go empty-handed from me. It can be a loveful drishti. It can be a word of consolation. It can be a word of appreciation. Anything. A sweet smile, something. I have to be in the stage of a server, bestower and benefactor. So if we can make this effort during the entire week, every 3 hours, again. Another thing, what I was thinking was, like for example, sometimes we are very, very busy. We have to do a lot of work. And we are sitting on our table, for 5, 7, 10 hours sometimes. But after every hour or two, what do? We do get up to take a glass of water or juice or tea or coffee or something. Even for few minutes, we take something energizing. some energizing drink. Sportsmen also, after every couple of hours, will go and take an energizing drink to tone us them up, you know. And the same way, what we can do is that we can fix for ourselves after every hour or every 2 hours to take some energizing drink. Again in these 4 directions. For example, I say to myself, okay, drink of knowledge. I try to recall what was the point of happiness in today's Murli. I don't see the notebook, but I try to recall. And if I am not able to recall, even if then I have to see my notebook or consult the Murli, but I must take this energizing drink. Give yourself this aim that even for 2 minutes I have to spend on this task. After every 1 hour or 2 hours, I take something energizing so that there is a constancy. You know? The next time I say to myself, let me go in the subtle region and have a good massage from Baba. Baba can make me massage on my head, maybe on my feet, maybe on my neck, whatever. But I go to subtle region. Third time, I stand in front of a mirror or take out the mirror from my bag and see how my face looks like. Is it reflecting cheerfulness? Is it reflecting those godly qualities? I check. Face is the index of mind. Is my mind in that stage? If not, if my face is not, it is heavy, there are, lines on my forehead, there is tension, there is stress, I immediately change. No. I am becoming heavy because no energizing drink. So let me take some energizing drink so that my forehead is very plain, there is smile on my face, no furrows, There is happiness shining in my eyes. Let me take this drink. Fourth time, I sit for a minute on the top of the globe and serve the entire world, just for a minute. So Baba says, if you practice like this, it will work like energizing drink during your hectic day. Then the result will be that you will not be fully absorbed in your actions. You will be doing the actions, but you will be a true karma yogi. You will be a true karma yogi because you are constantly in that stage, again and again. You don't break the link. At your subconscious level, you are connected with the Father. You are connected with the instructions given by Him. You are connected with the knowledge given by Him. And this is why there is a constant flow of power from Him. And this is what brings success in efforts. So therefore, if we make efforts with this understanding, then actually efforts become an entertainment. And this is why Baba says Brahman life is a life of entertainment. When you use the word effort, sometimes, in English or in some other translations, I know in Russian, for example, it becomes little heavy. It does not give that right meaning. And it turns into labor. And when efforts become labor, then there is tiredness. Then you lose interest in that. Then you do something, but not with, not with your heart in that. And if your heart is not there, you don't get success, you don't get happiness, you are not contented with the result naturally. And then it makes you even more lazy in making that purusharth or effort. But if we make effort or purusharth, I will use the word, with that understanding, then actually effort is not effort. It is just a way of life. Just a way of life. It is a joy, it is entertainment. The soul only feels that I am growing, I am enjoying, I am just, going higher and higher and closer to my aim. Many times, people ask me this question that what efforts did you make to reach this present stage in which you are? And I begin to think that, did I really make any effort? And the answer comes, no. I didn't make any effort. But at the same time, I understand that how is it that I didn't make any effort, but I reached wherever I have reached? I must have done something. But the fact is that it is not simply a word. The fact is that I never felt that I am doing something special. I never felt that. And therefore, the Brahman life for me has been always an entertainment, an enjoyment. And therefore, I wish that for you also, for every Baba's child, there should be that joy in the life, that joy is reflected on the faces, in the personality of every Brahman. And this is what will be probably the best way of service. This is which will pull the people towards the Father. That how is it that these people are also living in the life in the times of crisis, but for them as if there is no crisis. The crisis does not exist for them. They are only enjoying. So when they see our faces, such sparkling faces, when they see that crown of light bigger and clearer on our heads, then they will definitely be pulled towards Baba and his knowledge. And so here I would like to finish just by saying that actually efforts are not efforts at all. They are not at all difficult. What we need to do is to be that what we actually are. That's all. Just to be that what we actually are. We say we have to practice soul consciousness, or we have to practice remembering Baba. There is no sense of saying that I have to practice soul consciousness, because I am a soul. I am Baba's child, so with whom I should be connected, if not with Baba? So I have just to be that what I am, that's all. This is actually which we call effort. We make it difficult by saying it effort. Like Baba says, you make difficult when you use the word yoga. I have to practice yoga. Don't say yoga, say remembrance. Whom to remember if not the Father? Whom to remember if not the home? Yeah? What to remember if not my inheritance, my reward? This is what is me, this is what is mine. And so if I realize it deeply, Baba for example says, learn to apply a full stop, or use the key of 3 points, like Baba uses this word. That means I must learn to live in the present. I am in the present. So why should I think of the past? This is actually making me make efforts, because I am doing that, or I am being that what I am not and what I should not do. Yeah? I consider myself body, so I have to practice being a soul. I keep on thinking of the past, so I have to practice forget the past. Right? Past is past, it is gone. Why should I remember it? But I need to make efforts to forget the past because I keep on remembering the past. Yeah? I need to practice vairagya from this old world. Baba says, what to remember in this old world? There is nothing, it is crematorium. You are going in the Paristan, the land of angels. So the person, the traveler, always keeps his destination. I am traveling. Yesterday Baba used, day before yesterday, used this word, that the word pilgrimage, yad ki yatra, the travel. He said traveling. I am on a travel. I am on a journey. And journey means moving forward, not looking behind, looking only at the destination. If I remember I am on a journey, so I have to only see how much distance just remains to cover up. That's all. What I have covered, I need not see. I only see how much yet to go, that's all. And that there is my destination. So therefore the effort is not effort, it is just to be that what I am and what I should be doing. We call this effort. And we need to make it because for a long time we have been in the state of ignorance, we have been in the state of illusion by wrong understanding or by misunderstandings. And now Baba has given us the right understanding. Baba has opened our eye. We have received another eye, the third eye, the eye of wisdom, which enables us to distinguish what is right, what is wrong. A wise person chooses to do the right and leaves the wrong. And so this is what I wanted to say, that this will definitely bring success in effort. And I feel that success in effort actually means just happiness and contentment and lightness. Lightness, happiness, contentment, and very harmonious relationships with everyone. Peace of mind, joy of mind, happiness of mind, yeah, and contentment of the heart and harmonious relationships. If I can see this in my life, that means I am moving in the right direction. And if I don't see something out of all these, I should understand something I have to correct. Somewhere I have to correct myself. And not to blame anybody that because that person is like this, this is why the situation is like that. Baba says, by blaming somebody, you can't bring betterment of your own life. Because you can't take the guarantee of improving anyone. You can only suggest, only advise, only have good wishes. But the only thing what you need to do for your own betterment is to think of what I need to correct in me to bring harmony in my relationships with any person, anyone. Yesterday Baba said whether the soul is Rajoguni or Tamoguni. Even to this extent, whatever sanskars the soul has, but I still should find the yukti to harmonize the sanskars. I should correct myself.